I'm in Bavaria. I'm climbing up a very steep hill, and Paula's here, and she's hating it.
Why does he always make me climb up these really steep hills?
Because of adventure, Paula. Welcome to Füssen, in Bavaria, home of the castle of Madkin Ludwig, and this little town, which is cute, called Füssen. Happy Unity Day here in Germany, which means that everything is closed, actually.
And that is, yeah.
That's really
That's
what
how
it means.
holidays work.
It's a celebration of when Western and East Germany came together again in 1990. It's a bank holiday. Everyone's off.
We might be about to walk in the background of these lovely folks' picture.
Well, they're going to be in our video, so it's
Great, okay.
that's a cross promotion.
Great, yeah. We'll tag each other.
Yeah, so it's Unity Day here, so lots of things are closed apart from restaurants, really. But we're going to make the best of it because we're here. So what else are we going to do? Not walk around?
Castle with art galleries, apparently, according to the sign.
Did you say castle with art? Yeah, that's what it says. Hochschloss mit Kunstgalerien.
Our German is...
Choose. The real reason we're here is to go to that castle of Mad King Ludwig, to go there, but today we're going to be wandering around town, I think. So join us. Why are we always going upstairs when we're together, YouTube? What's that about?
Romeo, oh Romeo.
No. This isn't going on your reel, Paula.
Deny that feature. I don't know. I literally just saw an open door to the stairs. So
I'm going to carry on.
I don't know what it is. I think we're allowed.
Oh, I want to go up there.
I'm glad we can't, honestly. It's probably they're like, this is dangerous. We're never going to let anyone climb up those stairs.
Some people say he's still climbing stairs. So this castle was built on an illegal fortification in the 1200s. And in the 1400s they were like, you know, maybe we're just going to take this off you and make our own castle here now. We can't have a bunch of barons doing illegal stuff in the beautiful Bavarian mountains. It's incredibly beautiful here. A lot of wasps. They're bees though, aren't they? Honeybees?
I think they're bees, yes. They're pollinating right now.
They're kind, caring, lovely honeybees. I do love bees. It is because they wiggle their bums as a form of communication.
You like bum wriggling?
That's how I communicate.
I know it.
All I know is I thought it was going to be October in Germany. Turns out it's
a bit summer.
midsummer.
I would like to take my sweater off.
It's so hot. The mystery continues. Oh God, I'm dying. Oh, it's a closet. It's a storage closet. But now we know.
Now we know. And look, there's a nice little view here.
Imagine being wealthy enough to have any type of fortification, let alone an illegal fortification. You know?
What made it illegal?
I feel the word fortification is what made it illegal. Because it insinuates they're planning something, right?
Yeah.
So we're not doing anything. Then why do you need it to be a fortification?
We,
No reason.
We just like the way it looks.
We're just looking at Austria with envious eyes and thinking we might pop over there later. I don't know. I got you to come down here from all the way over there.
Hi, kitty.
You done?
Cheers. I think this way. I want to go this way, but then we might end up needing to go that way. Because I want to go, I think I want to go in there.
Okay.
There's a door open, I think I'll get us into this abbey. Wait, here's a sign. I'm going to look at it.
I've said this about a lot of places, but Füssen is so good looking.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful here. It's right on the Austrian border at the south tip of Germany. Kind of over the border from Innsbruck and stuff like that, I think. Just about.
Yep.
It's basically the Alps.
So here you can really see because we're going to be close
Oh,
to
yeah.
the town.
Liars. So all these paintings on the walls were done in 1499, which means the paintings themselves are originally 400, 500 years old. And you'd be forgiven for thinking, right, that it all feels a bit like Disneyland, Disney World, wherever you're from, I don't know. But they're real. the actual buildings are of the real age.
Yeah.
It wasn't all just like built in the 80s or something.
Yeah, it's not. I just feel like you can really see how Walt Disney took a lot of his inspiration
Yeah.
from Bavaria, from this area, and I think we're going to see a lot of that when we go see Neuschwanstein.
And you think of like all the stories that Disney like to tell.
They're German fairy
They're
tales.
just German fairy
Yeah.
tales, right? So you can see why he must have enjoyed this. It's just the fact that you kind of feel like everything's not real,
Yeah,
but it is
it
real.
does. For me, who's just like used to seeing this kind of thing in a theme park setting, I do keep kind of finding myself being like, whatever, that's not real. I'm like, no, this is what that's all based on. I especially love the idea that someone came in here in the like late 1400s and was like, too plain. We need more gabled windows. And they're like, that's gonna cost a lot to build. And they're like, okay, what if we paint it? So we're looking at the budget option here.
Gussy it up a bit.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, this used to be a fortification. Well, now it's my royal residence.
But now it's so pretty.
Now we need to make it pretty.
This is Füssen. We literally had breakfast here this morning. And this happened. I believe this is the third. Yeah.
Today.
You have to defeat the first two phases and then he comes down like that.
Yeah.
He's weak to poison though, so if that said say for Sephiroth, I'd have been very happy. Sephiroth. A few people are going to get that.
I'm like, I don't, but I'm going to ask them to do.
It's the bad guy from Home Alone, who turns out to be the good guy. Damn, this is a nice town. We've been trying to pronounce a lot of German since we've been here. We're not great at it. We know a few words. Tschüss means goodbye, like bye. It's a cute word, let's be honest. We're in a clock tower, and they use the clock tower as also a prison, which I imagine is because no one else wants to sleep in a building that's going to keep them up every half an hour with a big dong.
And the Guardian would be the one who stayed up here. To keep an eye on the town, its precincts, the castle, looking out for enemies, traitors' tracks, and fires. Whenever someone approached the castle, he had to blow his horn. He had some weapons.
And he had to be the jailer as well.
Apparently so. Apparently, I mean, they call him, maybe that's mistranslated from, maybe it says warden, but it's meant to be like guardian.
Oh.
So maybe it's not a jail.
So it's the Germans' fault.
Yes.
Imagine having like a little log cabin and this was your stove. Matthew climbs steps. A YouTube channel. Was it worth the steps?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. Those paintings were of the king who accused his wife of being an adulterer. So he had a stand trial, essentially. You have to walk across hot ploughshares and do that. And the devil was in one of the pictures, the guy with like the crow's feet. Turned out she was innocent, and then the king died.
But first he begged for her forgiveness.
He did first beg for her forgiveness. About the trial. My bad.
Whoops.
The devil told me to do it. Sanitized holy water. Awful lot of devil statues in this church, let me tell you. Not going to read into it too much, just accept it.
So it's interesting because they had right up near the altar these candle holders that look like devils, and there's lots of paintings of like different like devil creatures coming out of the river, and who I assume is Saint Mang or Saint Magnus, like keeps warding them off, and that must be what he's known for.
If I wanted to take over a town, I would say that I could get rid of the devils, and I was the only one that could see them as well. That's what I would do. I'm starting to like this St. Magnus fella. Paula's got blisters.
I'm gonna wrap my toes a little here in the public square, like a true American.
Freedom. kind of can't tell if this water is like clean or it looks nice, doesn't it?
It's a nice color, but then it is cloudy.
Surely it's clean. We're in the Alps, aren't we? Or nearby.
Well, this might be part of, there is, one of the lakes nearby is actually man-made. And in the fall and winter, it actually drains really low and you can see like the remains of everything that was there when they flooded it. Like old houses and old things.
I want to do that. That sounds
I
nice.
forgot. I did look that up and then I forgot about it until this very moment. Because I was looked down and I went, that kind of looks like the man-made lake where I grew up. Now I wonder if this is part of that area.
There are some nice looking towers over there though.
I like to walk. What is that?
Let's go investigate.
Walk there.
Holy crap, this is such a beautiful place. This looks like a Bob Ross painting.
Yeah, for real. I'll bike to electric.
Can I retake that? Because you almost fell over as well.
Look, you know what? No, we don't do retakes here on Yes Land Travel. You're seeing the real, raw traveling experience. Bad jokes, failed rhymes, and tripping over stuff, and all.
Between bad jokes and failed rhymes.
What I just did. I wasn't talking about you, I was talking about me.
So, Paula, how are you enjoying Unity Day?
I feel really just unified.
Unified?
Mm-hmm.
East and west side of your chakras or whatever coming together?
Mm-hmm. The left and right sides of my brain.
Excellent. That's what you want.
How do you feel?
I'm angry about it.
Oh, okay.
Because everything's closed. Füssen is probably one of the most idyllic towns I've ever seen in my entire life. Apparently the water is 12 degrees centigrade today, Paula.
That seems cold to me.
I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but I'll put it below. Would you swim in it? I sure as heck would.
No.
No?
I think that's very cold water. No.
Wim Hof would hate you. He wouldn't, he'd probably love you. Are we lost?
I think we're in the like part of town that like the people who live here like do their daily runs. I don't think we're in tourist area anymore.
Good. I can call this video The Real Füssen, behind the scenes.
The Füssen they don't want you to see.
They don't want you to see. One of the Baldwin brothers is running for office.
As we were walking up, we kept in the distance looking at the tower, thinking like, is that a house? Is that a castle? Is that, what is that? But it's the walls that enclosed the city when it was incorporated in like the mid to late 1200s.
Koningswinkel!
King's something.
King's Winkle.
King's Winkle. And it looks like this. With the crown.
I was thinking the Winkle was something very different, but that's fine. The worst sign ever. No dogs.
I didn't say the word dog.
Unless it says there's lots of dogs.
This is a
Warning, loads of dogs.
I'm gonna translate it. That's why it doesn't say dog. We have to stay outside. The dog is telling the other dogs so they know what to do.
Hey guys. That just so you know.
And they all know. We have to stay outside. Man, some of these look really old. Like you can't even see the letters anymore on the plaques on the walls.
Yeah.
Gotta do like a rubbing, I guess, maybe. Yeah.
I'm seeing 1800s a lot. And some very new graves.
Or maybe they're like family plots.
Must be.
If you haven't had a family plot here since the 1800s, you're like
Füssen born and bred baby.
your legacy.
I have to imagine this is like proper living in this town graveyard.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
The greenery, it's really cool.
Everyone sounds like they're related to you. Everyone's called Schmidt.
Yeah. This is the land of my people. Some of my people. It's like metal, wrought iron.
Oh, I thought you meant it's metal because it's a graveyard. Wow, that's so metal. It's like, have some respect. I don't think Unity Day is taken quite seriously. It's like when we have a free day off, like a bank holiday. But
It's like Memorial Day. We just
Yeah.
barbecue.
But it is interesting that some of the people in this graveyard, their entire lives would have been in a divided Germany.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? And people who you see, and they died, and they never saw a united Germany again. It's an interesting... I mean, you're so far away from the divide here,
Yeah.
on arguably the better side to be on.
In Berlin, I bet they do a lot more
Yeah.
market because, you know,
But
for obvious reasons.
there has to be... I don't know, some people in here that probably wish they had seen it all come back together. So all this graveyard is within the old town, and this, you can see the old city walls coming all around it.
Ramparts, you might say.
You could say that. People, places to shoot your bow and arrow at and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I could live here. I will say though, very few cats in Füssen.
We've seen
2,
2, almost none. They were both nice though.
but we weren't filming at the time. It's disappointing, honestly, and I will be leaving a TripAdvisor.
As you should.
Yeah.
Great town, but lack of felines. 1.5 stars.
Where are the cats? Also, everyone was speaking German.
Wo ist Katze?
She's doing Duolingo.
Also, everyone was speaking German, and there were no tacos.
There wasn't a single Taco Bell in town.
This smells like avocado nail polish.
Prost. I feel a popular bar coming on, but firstly, I have to make Paula climb a big hill. Oh, it's nice up here, look!
Yeah, I was like, I think it's about to be worth it, maybe?
Paula, it's the golden hour. You've got to do pop in the bar on some ruins.
Excuse me, this is not very ladylike.
I'm glad you went with that leg.
I was thinking about where the camera was. But I need to get to there.
Just sit and then shimmy. I know it looked like I got up here with great ease.
It did look easy, but is your back injured now?
I have dramatically injured my knee.
Matthew, we're about to go to a convention where we're walking around all day.
I'm currently in so much pain.
Which knee?
This one.
Oh. You know what's gonna help with that?
What?
Some Jägermeister.
It's not Jägermeister, it's
Aw.
Bavarian schnapps.
I...
Today's Pop in a Bar is more about a bar than it is about pop. Bar is in here, we'll do pop first. This is Kummerling Krautliquor. Krauterliquor.
Sauerkraut? Is it cabbage? Is it made from cabbage?
I just think that, to me, that sounds like German liquor. That's, I
Oh.
don't know. That's what we say. Right, so you're gonna help me open this? I'm gonna have to. Oh, I twizzled it. You're gonna help me open this?
No, I'm gonna translate the word kraut. Herb. Did you do that with your teeth?
I
Why don't
guarantee.
you just wait for me?
I guarantee. Would you help me get the top of that? It's Jägermeister, right?
Do this by yourself. Smell it and see what you think. It smells a bit anisey.
Ooh, I'm excited. It's 35% Bohemian.
Schnapps. Why do you take such big gulps? This isn't a 7-Eleven.
Good. I wasn't expecting to have that much. I'm sorry.
I guess it's just Matthew's popping a bar. I'm just here for, just, I don't know.
No, I like it.
It's nice until the aftertaste, and then it's kind of like bitter.
It is very bitter. That's why I like it. It almost tastes like a Scots. Do you know what it tastes like? It tastes like a sweet Campari. That's exactly what it tastes like.
And that's why I don't like it.
It tastes like
Ew.
Campari, which is a herb, like a herbal liqueur.
Oh, okay. For me,
That's what.
that's a 2 out of 10.
I would.
No, you know what? I'll up it. It's a 3 out of 10. It's
I
not
like this.
horrible. I did take the second sip.
This in a Negroni. If you made
It
it,
does taste like Campari.
if you were to make a Negroni out of just this and gin, this tastes like the Campari and sweet vermouth together. And then you just have the gin. I like this. And
It's just missing, isn't there's a bit of citrus maybe?
yeah, I feel like it's good for my heart and soul and spirit and mountain climbing abilities.
Bad for your liver.
That's the tomorrow problem. I like this. I give this an 8, a 7.5.
I don't understand your rating system if I'm honest, because they'll have things and you'll be like, this is so good, 6 out of 10, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And then some things you're like, it's not so great, 8 out of 10. Can we have some consistency in the rating systems? Can someone out there compile all the ratings and help us try and figure out what the metric we're actually using is? I'd like that from a viewer.
A lot of it comes from my soul. One thing we found whilst we were in Füssen is that they have, I think, a local delicacy which is called a snowball in German, and it's this like short crust pastry which is made into a ball and then lightly sugared and dusted in powdered sugar. However, the ones that they now sell are covered in caramel and full of champagne truffle.
Looks more like a snowball though, because it's all covered in like white chocolate maybe.
You're just going right in.
Oops.
I think you have to kind of eat it like an apple.
The outside is a bit stale. How long do they say this could keep for? Like 3 weeks?
They said 6 weeks. So you can keep
They're
them.
like, travel home with it. It'll keep for 6 weeks. I'm like,
It already tastes
I
stale.
am very highly suspect about the amount of.
How do you eat things normally? Your mouth is so tiny.
Tastes like shortbread cookie covered in frosting.
It's 5 o'clock.
And all is well.
Oh, I think it's 3 o'clock.
I think it's just half past some hour. How about you have a bite of it? We need to get into the middle. We need to find where the filling is. Because right now we're just on the outside. We need to bust through.
This is so messy.
It's really messy to eat. It's crumbly. I have frosting or white chocolate or whatever it is all over my fingers.
It kind of starts off tasting stale, right?
Yeah, once you get underneath that outer layer though, I do think it's less stale. Maybe you're meant to peel off, you know, like a dry aged steak. You actually cut off the outside. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, if I'm willing to let that fall into my hand out of your mouth,
We're not
we're
there
pretty
yet.
good friends.
We're not there yet.
You can't eat it gracefully.
Where's the champagne truffle?
Over here.
Can I break it open with your hands?
Really?
Oh my gosh.
There it is.
It just tastes alcohol-y.
Yeah, now ooh, it does. I'm just eating the like truffle filling now. This is probably so gross looking. It does taste like champagne.
Absolutely need a cup of coffee with this. It's fine. I would always get one if I was here because it's the thing from here, I think. But it's a 5 max.
Yeah, totally, definitely. I feel like you need like one for like 4 people. It was too much for just one person, I think.
It's definitely the kind of thing you'd get for a child in the family and bring it back.
Yes.
You know, who's going to eat anything that's remotely sugary. Because the pastry's not that sugary, right?
No, the pastry is actually really mild. It actually benefits a lot from the sweet, like frosting and kind of truffle filling.
It's all over your mouth.
And all over your mouth.
Yeah, but people expect that from me. That's a very Bavarian popular bar, I feel like. But it's elevated by the nostalgia and tradition of it. You know what I mean?
If only we were German to be able to have the nostalgia for it.
But you know what I mean? It's like, it's because it's the thing, right?
Is there police telling us to move? Like, what's going on?
Nah, they got bigger fish to fry. Pigeons are going to have a field day. Alright, I feel like we've got a lot done in Füssen today. It's been pretty lovely.
It has been.
All that's left is to do the touristy thing and actually go to Neuschwanstein Castle.
Touristy stuff.
That's what Paula wants to do. Yes. So there's a big palace, the castle of Mad King Ludwig, one of them,
Ludwig II?
called Neuschwanstein Castle, New Swan Castle.
Yes.
And he built it because he had all the money in the world and wanted to build a bigger castle.
Well, he thought he had all the money in the world.
He did not.
He spent it all.
Yeah,
he spent his entire family's amassed royal fortune on building all these castles.
And he's building these castles, and it's not that he wanted to show them off or have anyone even go to the castle.
Yeah.
He just wanted a castle to be in alone, is essentially what he wanted.
He was basically obsessed with different folk tales and the works of Wagner, and he basically created a castle that was like an homage to those things, and a place where he could go and escape and live in his own fairy tale world, I think.
and he died suddenly in a lake, one of the lakes you probably see in the background of these videos. And he was swimming, even though he was a strong swimmer, he was found drowned. That he had drowned, sorry.
And he was there with... Long story short, at this point, he had been removed from the throne.
Yeah.
He was being kept under watch at his castle. One of his captors and he went for a walk. Were both found dead in the lake.
Both?
Both. No one knows what happened, how they both died. Ludwig was a strong swimmer.
It was definitely murder, right?
Was it murder in self-defense? Was it...
I feel like it was murder.
Murder-suicide? Was it... We don't know. No one knows. But
Bigfoot?
Yeah. Nessie?
Could have been Nessie coming up on the lake.
You don't know.
Von
From
Nessie.
the underwater tunnels.
I believe in that. That's what I choose to believe. Also, side note, they filmed some of The Great Escape at Füssen Station.
Yes, they did.
Great Escape's a great film. They filmed in Bavaria. This is where they filmed it. Even without all the castles and beautiful castles that were built, Füssen is a wonderful place to come to.
Oh, yes.
It's so gorgeous here.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. It's pretty otherworldly, honestly. There you go. Oh. So where we're going is Neuschwanstein Castle, slash Neuschwanstein. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a castle Madkin Ludwig. We like it. They're on electric bikes, I tell you what.
I do, I want it.
We like it because there's a board game, which Paula's one of Paula's favourite games. So she's like, we're going to be in Germany, we should go to the arse end of nowhere.
Can we get one of these electric bikes?
No. You have to walk.
Please.
Walking is good for the soul.
No, the soles of my feet.
Happy we're doing this?
Ask me again once we get to the end of this trail and see what the view's actually like.
Meant to be a really good view up here. We've got a guided tour as well. In English.
Yeah, said we won't be able to take you with us because no camera. Oh look, fall colors.
It's also very autumnal around here. At the bottom of this track there's a whole little town, which is like, yes, what's it called?
Hohenschwangau?
Hohenschwangau, and it's full of people very stressed.
Yeah, it's like Disney World down there.
It's, yeah, terrible. So we've gone up this path because there was the fewest people on it, frankly. I think I should change the name of the channel to Matthew Walking Up Hills.
We're taking onwards and upwards a little too literally, I
Just
think.
onwards is fine, upwards can
Upwards, I don't know.
sod off. Honestly, worth it coming around here just for the hike.
Yeah.
Ludwig's mom, what are you saying?
Uh-huh.
Ludwig's mom, Mrs. Vig,
Mrs. Vig, yeah.
was massive into hiking.
Frau Vig.
Frau Vig, yes. Massive into hiking, and she'd just ignore her family and just go off into the woods.
Yeah.
There's bears in these woods though.
There's bears in these here woods.
There's bears in these woods.
Yeah, because he grew up in Castle Hohenschwangau.
Yeah.
Which is down in town.
If we don't see a swan today, I'm going to be angry, actually.
We've already seen like a cement one on the side of a building.
I need to see a real swan, which in German is
Schwan.
yes. In Britain, we say two things about swans. Firstly, you know the king owns all the swans in England. And secondly, a swan can break your arm. I don't know if I believe either of those things anymore.
The swan can break your
Oh
arm?
yeah, we scare, you know, we tell like, you know, lots of different countries, they tell like folk tales about,
Yeah.
watch
Don't
out,
go into the woods.
the gremlins will get you.
Yeah.
In Britain, we say, don't touch the swans, they'll kill you.
They are mean birds.
We try to instill fear of swans into our children.
Right.
It's the geese you got to watch out for. This just keeps on going, doesn't it?
Yeah. Problem is, the sign at the bottom just said
This way.
this way. It didn't say how many this way. We started here. We were
We're here.
done.
We did this, I
I
think.
think we did.
Oh, maybe that one.
Maybe. I don't know, but now we're here. Ish. We're going there.
Swans.
You saw one. Look how angry he looks.
It looks like he's been made to fight in a Pokemon battle he wasn't prepared for. What the hell's an onyx?
What do you mean?
We're continuing on.
We're paved. This is close. We're getting closer. It's paved here.
A lot more tourists than I was expecting. But that's okay. Seems to be very popular. I can't label this video Germany's Hidden Gems. I don't really like getting in a queue to take a photograph, but that is what we do.
That's what happens when you drag me along.
It's gotta be a good photograph, I tell you that much. Is it worth it?
Holy moly, I'm terrified right now on this bridge. It's really scary, but I need to figure out how to let go and take a picture.
What do you think?
It's pretty incredible. Look at that. Wow.
This bridge, on the other hand, is rickety.
I'm very close to being ready to be off of it.
Alright, onwards to a castle that I'm not allowed to film in.
Okay, I know that was very touristy and that was a long line, but if you're coming here, you have to do that.
Yes,
it's
true.
worth it. It was worth it.
I'm not getting in a horse-drawn cart though.
And it was free. You don't need a ticket to do
Yeah.
that. So I'm hungry. I might need a snack.
We can do a snack. We should get something traditionally German.
This is where we walked from to get up here.
And that's the castle that he grew up in.
Yeah, so we started like where that crane is. And
Imagine
walked up from there.
feeling that that castle wasn't enough. I feel like you should just be happy with the castle you've got.
The castle's always greener on the other side.
It does feel a little bit like him at Disney World.
Because he was spending. He basically spent his entire family's fortune that had taken them hundreds or whatever of years to amass, all in like a matter of years with building stuff like this.
And that's probably makes more money than anything else in Bavaria. When can we go to the Wild West Kingdom though? Is that next?
Yeah, well, that's like a half day, and we'll do that tomorrow with our hardcover.
It's pretty good.
Mr. Toad, the second one in, right? That looks like Mr. Toad. And Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is actually at the bottom of this, so that's a Disney reference.
I didn't get it, if I'm honest.
I didn't think you did.
They really don't like you filming in that castle, let me tell you.
They were like, my favorite part was when our guide on our English tour was like,
Oh, yeah.
every day someone gets kicked out for photography, don't be the person who gets kicked out because I cannot
And will not help you. Now we're off to get a train to go clear across the country.
That's right.
So, until next time, onwards and upwards. Bye.